Hello, everyone, and I don't know why that's still playing. Hold on one second. There we go. I don't know why the roll credits was still playing, but hello, everyone, and welcome to Bevins Bricks. Um, Continuing on building and I got some new ink pens too, some nice Dr. ink pens. Continuing on with building the train station. But anyway, I hope you're all having an awesome day. And greetings, John Garrett, Blinky Bricks. Hey, how you doing, buddy? And I got a question for you because somebody asked it in the last stream. Uh, Aaron, hey, how you doing? Brick Sergeant, Brooks Bricks. Real quickly though, Blinky Bricks, because I had a couple people that actually inquired about this. And you did mention it in one of the other streams. You want me to try and kind of figure out what I think would work best for a lighting kit? Because you had talked about even offering as part of the raffle kind of a kit to light this thing up. Is that something that you were serious about? And like I said, that's why I'm wanting to ask you directly. And I keep meaning to email you, and I just haven't had time. But that is something that a couple people did ask about. So I just wanted to kind of throw that at you. And please feel free to email me or call me or Instagram me, however you want to get a hold of me. And we can talk more about that then also, my friend. For those of you that do not know, though, and hey, Paul Roos, Aaron, luckiest loser. But for those of you who do not know, Blinky Bricks, his name is Steve. So if you hear me say Steve, that's actually who I'm talking to also. And Brooks Bricks was saying, hey, he just ordered from him a few minutes ago. So that'll make Steve happy. And now where I left off, I gotta put these guys together. So let me finish pulling some of this stuff apart, and we will get that rolling together as well. And double checking, yes, the mic is working, and I don't have my Discord open. There we go, now I'm open. Okay, where did I put the parts? There they are. Nope, see, actually, I got that. Actually, I already have them all here, I guess. So I don't need to grab nothing. I'm not putting trains in this or offering trains in this. Whoever purchases it can put a train in it, though. But this is built for a train, yes. Or it's built for trains, I should say. And my eyesight is not what it used to be. Two more to go. And tomorrow, you are more than welcome, Blinky Bricks, even though I know you're talking to Matt in regards to the order. And say hello to my little friend. He just kicked on. And for those of you that do not know, I figure I will throw it up there and bring it up. Blinky Bricks makes some amazing lighting products. And I did a video not that long ago showing a bunch of those products. And if you have not seen it, take a look at my backlog. It will be under lighting videos. But he does offer, and he offers both styles. What I mean by that is he offers both the 1.25 millimeter plugs and the 8mm plugs. So he has a variety of products. You will not be disappointed if you check out his website. And oh, he can't plug because he's not a moderator. You know what? Hold on. Blinky Bricks, Steve, so you know I just made you a moderator. And the reason that I'm doing that is since you're in the stream, I just wanted to say, because I'm talking about your products right now, if you want to post a link to your site as a moderator, you should have that ability to post links. Nobody else can post links except my moderators. But please feel free to share a link to your website so people can check out your awesome products, my friend. Aaron was saying, okay, I was thinking of putting all my trains in this set. I don't know how many trains you have, but like I said, this does work with trains. I can show you, I'm trying to think if I have any handy I can grab. You know what? I do. Give me 1 second. keep in mind, this build is far from finished and I have a long way to go. But I just wanted to show you that trains do easily go through here. And then here's one of my custom built railroad cars. I'm trying to get it on the tracks. There we go. So yes, absolutely, you can put trains in here. You could actually put a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then there's even track on the back. So that gives you 7 and 8. So you could put 8 cars total throughout this particular train station. And that's awesome, Blinky Bricks. He says, and I got a pin ready for Kyle now, because I got 2 of my shot pins. So now anytime Kyle does a donation, I have something that'll I have something that'll write, because my pen was running out of ink. Anyway, I got to get my instructions going. Where did I put those? There they are. I have to get down to, does anybody remember what section I was on? And see, Kyle is starting up already. And we're going to use the blue shot pin. Thank you so much, Kyle. I appreciate that. Nerd Bricks is back on the ship. Absolutely, Aaron. You're more than welcome. And again, this is one of my custom trains, and it is actually bigger than most of the Lego trains. And again, it does fit very nicely. When I designed this train station, for those of you that are familiar, the Emerald Knight, that is what I designed this station with, because the way that I designed this, I wanted the railroad cars from the Emerald Knight to be at the right height for these landing platforms, if you will call it that. The loading platforms, if you want. And I had the Emerald Knight sitting in here when I made this, so that way I knew how high to make the landing or loading, whatever you want to call it, platforms, to make sure that it fit. Yes, John Garrett, every donation is a ticket. And so far, Kyle is way up there. To make this train station out of Lego bricks, it is over $2,000 if you use all the actual pieces that I used to build it, because a lot of the pieces that I used were actually discontinued. They've redone some of the pieces in this, and they've used alternate pieces for some of the pieces in this. But if you were to make this out of official Lego and you made it the exact way that I made it, I'm going to say it would be over $2,000. Keep in mind, though, this particular building does have over 8,700 pieces. Actually, I think Paul Roos is still in the chat as well. He is the one that makes my instructions for me. He does an amazing job, and he can tell you the exact number. Or actually, you know what? Does it say 8,928 pieces? Just to give you guys a real quick capture, because I like to show off Paul's work. He does amazing work with instructions. This is my official instructions for my set. So if you were to buy these off of Rebrickable, these are the instructions you will receive. If you buy this from LighTake, these are the instructions you will receive. But you will see right here, it is designed by me, Daryl Bevins, and then the instructions right here are by Paul Roos. And like, again, this is, to me, this is one of my absolute favorite builds. And Paul actually made 2 versions of the instructions for this. I do want to point that out. The one version is my original design, but the stickers that are on the facade of mine are not apparent in this. You would have to purchase those on your own. We are working on trying to make some stickers available for this particular set, though, and they will be posted on Brick Addict, which is mine and Paul's joint venture we are now doing. And that's not yet available, but that is something that will be coming soon. But the alternate version of this build is all these windows have been replaced with 1x2x2 windows, and it still gives you a nice elegant look, and it's using modern pieces. That way it helps save you on some of the costs of the build. Just to quickly show you some of the instructions, As you can see, and this is just the Mills plate portion of the build, I get a lot of people that ask if this can be built on a standard base plate, and yes, absolutely. Just skip all these steps of the Mills plate and build flat on a base plate like this. This would actually be the top of the Mills plate. This is showing you the complete Mills plate together. That's step 10, putting them all together. So if you start building the train station, just use the base plates, put them together like you see in step 10, and start doing the build like you see in step 11. And you can build it that way, because that is another question I get asked. Can this be built without a Mills plate? And to answer that question, absolutely. My original train station is not on a Mills plate also. But I just like to, like I said, show the quality of the instructions that Paul does. Because as you can see, every step, it has the part and the number right here in the top right-hand corner, just like Lego does. And then every step shows you red highlighted pieces, where those pieces that you have in the top right-hand corner are going to be placed. So 21 yellow bricks, red highlight. 12 of these yellow bricks, all red highlight. 8 of the yellow 2x3 bricks, all in red highlight. And like I said, I just like to show that off because I personally think Paul is one of the best construction makers I have ever seen. So I like to try and show people that as much as possible. And coming back to the chat, because I know I've been babbling on here a little bit. Bricks. Kyle's face if he doesn't win. Brick Sergeant, thank you so much. Putting you down as another donation and entry to the raffle, my friend. I hope you do win, John. I hope everybody wins, but I know I only have one to give, so unfortunately I can only give away the one. And Kenneth Swan, hello. Anyway, now that I've plugged everybody, I think, and Kyle Dunbar just did another donation. Thank you so much, Kyle. Now I got to find my place. I think I was at 295 on the steps. Oh, no, I wasn't that far. Let's see. Go back. I just did 200. Come on. I must have been 195. Now that I'm looking at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, now I got to build those. I got to build 4 more lights. So I am at step 204. So I got to step back and start doing that now. I hope everybody can see the build as I'm doing it. Okay, so I got to find 4 more sets of lights. Absolutely, Aaron. To me, if you're going to do lighting, Mills plates is the only way to go because it absolutely helps hide all those wires. They definitely are very helpful. And 1, 2, 3, 4. There's those, and I need. There they are. Need 4 more domes. So we got those. Need 4 of these. And then I need the round. There they are. I got them now. Now I need all these pieces. And we'll get this guide together quickly. My goal is to get all this done and start working on this front platform. Which is the next step. But I got to get all this stuff together before I can move to that step, obviously. And, oh, I didn't get it. Where's the... Now, I know I just saw them in one of these bins. I'm looking for the glass. There. 1, 2, 3, 4. And thank you again. I just got you again, Kyle. Let me write you down real quick. I don't even know where you're. I need to count before my next stream so I can tell you where you're at on your numbers. I personally think it's easy to do lighting. Obviously, everybody's opinion's different. It depends on your experience level. I do want to point out I am an electrician by trade, because I do get asked that a lot. And I am an electrician by trade, so even though I think it's easy, it might be that I think it's easy because I do it every day. I do lighting and wiring and things like that every day. So I don't know that I'm necessarily the best person to ask if it's easy, is the point I'm trying to make. And hopefully, that sounds kind of loud. Hopefully nobody can hear the TV going. And there you go. I totally forgot about that. Thank you for bringing that up, Blinky Bricks. I would show it right now on my screen even, but I have so much. Do I have it handy? But Blinky Bricks is absolutely correct. Me and him work together behind the scenes. And I haven't made a video yet, but once I get the video made, you'll be able to even see that video on Blinky Bricks' website. We did work together, though, and came up with an official. It has 2 plugs, a male and a female. The plug, I really wish I could show it to you. If it's handy, I'll grab it. Otherwise, I need to get back to this. Look at that. I do have it handy, so that's awesome. Just to show you guys real quick, this is what me and Blinky Bricks came up with for a official, and can you guys even see it? I have so much stuff open right now. For an official Mills plate light system. And these guys, the amount of wire on these is absolutely amazing. Here is your, I might be wrong on what I'm calling them. I believe this is the male and this is the female, and then your LED is right here, and it's a raw LED. And the reason that we've done this, and I just want to show you something, because when I originally built and designed this particular building, I built it with the idea of doing LEDs. This is made, and again, this is the official Blinky Bricks Mills plate light, and I might have to pull it apart to get it to go through. But the point in doing this was that the light will slide all the way up in here, and then you see all this extra wire you have. You have a ton of extra wire. So you are able to put it in and then move it around. And then you have this whole other extension wire as well. And like I said, I am going to be making a video to show exactly the reasoning behind this particular design. But these lights were designed specifically for use in Mills plates, for doing street lights, for doing intersection pieces, even for use in buildings. So this is something that is on the Blinky Bricks website. This is a very new product. Correct me if I'm wrong on this, Blinky Bricks. Tell me what it is. I want to say these are $2.79 a piece. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And Aussie Adams, thank you for that awesome donation. I will take care of that in just a moment. But that is what me and Steve from Blinky Bricks came up with. And I do need to get a video made about this. But you guys, if you want an amazing, amazing lighting product, and you want something that's going to work really well, both in this train station or just any Mills plate system in general, this is going to be the light you want to buy. And it's the cheapest light on the market. And it's, in my opinion, the highest quality too. I do want to make sure that that is notable. Highest quality, cheapest light on the market. Let me put this back on my table now. And yes, Charm City, how the heck are you, my friend? And let me write your name down, Aussie Adams, and thank you for that donation once again. But like Charm City just said, it when it comes to lighting, it's all about patience. If you take your time, don't rush it, do it right the first time. It's very rewarding, and the end results, as you've seen with a lot of the builds that I do, the end results are so worth it. So I personally highly recommend doing lighting, and I was correct. Blinky Bricks just confirmed that. 279 is that, and I just want to point this out to everybody. The reason I wanted to bring up the 279 is such an amazing price. That same price tag, the next cheapest competitor that I know to Blinky Bricks is Brick Loot. And that same light that I just talked about from Blinky Bricks, mind you, it's got 18 inches of cable on it. That same light, if you were to take the cable and cut it in half, it is $289 on Brick Loot. But here's the problem: Brick Loot doesn't have the length. And when you add the length, I believe Brick Loot has a similar light with that whip on it, and I believe they're in the $3+ range. So I want to make sure that I point out that his is cheaper, his is better, it works really well. And I do also want to point out that I've used a lot of Blinky Bricks products in a lot of my builds. Half of my Avengers Tower is Blinky Bricks, and there's a bunch of Blinky Bricks parts in my airport as well. So just goes to show you that I do use a lot of Blinky Bricks products. And Kyle Dunbar, I just caught you again. Thank you so much, buddy. And I know I am jacking my jaw too much. I need to start putting some stuff together. And I see most people are answering most of the questions that I would try to normally answer. Aaron, if you're a qualified mechanic, I would not be worried at all. You should not have any difficulties putting the lighting in. I think you'll find it very easy, because the fact that you're a mechanic, that tells me that you have mechanical skills, obviously. So figuring out a little bit of lighting should not be a problem for you at all, at least in my opinion. If you have any mechanical abilities at all, you will find lighting extremely easy and extremely rewarding. I personally, it's kind of like what Charm just said about lighting. Yeah, I know, Charm. It says, Bill Faster. The roof isn't necessarily difficult. It is, you're going to see, because I'm going to build it in the live streams, so you'll see firsthand how I have to go about it. What you have to do is you have to build it upright, basically, on the table first. And then you have to kind of lay it down and then hold it by the front. And then I have a little clip in the back that I built into it. It's a 4x4 plate. You just pick it up using those two pieces and you can set it on. The roof is extremely fragile. I want to say that while you're building it. Once you get everything put together and you get it all locked tight and all that good stuff, it's actually pretty stout. But the build process, until you get all the pieces together, it does come off as being a little bit flimsy. But, and I'll have to show you in a video, which I thought I did show it in a video to some people. The one behind me, because I've actually picked that off in videos before. You got to be careful. But it's like anything with Lego. If you're not careful, it can pop apart on you. So it's, you know, it's like anything. Just take your time, be patient, don't rush it. Hey, how you doing, Eccentric Bricks? I hope I'm saying that right. Blinky Bricks, will I bring the Avengers Tower to Brickville, Virginia? Me and Charm had that conversation. I'm kind of leery about transporting that. But, like he said, if I just wrap it in saran wrap, I should be good. And that's the other thing is because I was talking about I need to get a new car. It depends on a couple different things. Number one being I got to get a better car. Number two being I need to wrap it, but if I can, I would like to. I would like to take it there. I'd like to take it and show it here in Michigan. I'm not going to this year's show in Michigan. I do intend on going to next year's, and then I've even possibly thought about trying Brick Fair, Chicago, the one in Chicago anyway. But I would like to take as much as I can to Virginia next year when I go. And like I said, I know Charm keeps bugging me about that. But I have to say he's right. I'm sure it would be an awesome amount of fun. So it is something that I do want to do. Chris Aubrey says, unless it's Bricks Max, LOL. I just did my first Bricks Max light kit. Remember when you did a Bricks Max? Yes. Light Live. The light kit went to the ground. Yes. And here's, because personally, now I want to point out that Blinky Bricks, that's another thing that's really amazing by him, is that he offers products that are compatible with every Lego product that I'm aware of anyway, that's on the market, because he offers both lighting kits, plugs. Bricks Max though, because I bought a bunch of theirs and I used a bunch of their stuff in my airport even for that matter. And I like them, but I don't. I would rather have Blinky Bricks products. Number one, he has better customer service. And number two, well, I just like him. But on a serious note, what I found with Bricks Max is their quality is not so good. With the lights that I put into my airport, I had a problem with 3 different LEDs when I was installing the lights in my airport. And then like you mentioned, when I tried to do the Ghostbusters kit with Bricks Max live, they had a board that was shorted out. I had one board short out on my airport kit. So, and don't get me wrong, that happens with all companies. I mean, all companies have problems. I mean, it's something to be expected. But it seems like Bricks Max lighting, the quality's really poor from my experience dealing with them. And I don't like their plugs particularly. I don't like their boards. Part of the reason I say that, if you were to buy Blinky Bricks boards, for example, there's a coating on the back of his boards, which makes them less likely to be damaged and or fail. Where with Bricks Max, if you were to set their board down on a piece of metal or something, son of a... I'm saying that because I thought I was missing that part. But anyway, if you were to set their Blinky Bricks board down on a piece of metal, it's not going to short out. He has a nice protective coating on the back of his electronic boards. Bricks Max does not. And then there's another company that a lot of people always bring up to me, and that's Brick Stuff. And I don't care what the quality of Brick Stuff is. I don't know if you guys have ever looked at Brick Stuff's products. To me, they're insane. And this is why I say that. I will never purchase Brick Stuff products, period. End of story. And it's because their prices are just over the top expensive. Bricks Max is kind of pricey, but not super bad. But Blinky Bricks by far beats them all out of the water. And the quality to me is better, and that's why I would prefer to deal with him. And take care, Paul. We will see you tomorrow, my friend. I hope you have a good night. So when it comes to lighting kits, I definitely do recommend him over any other. But what I was going to say about Brick Stuff is just, I would like to check out their quality. And I'm trying to find some of my bricks, because I got to go back to building the front now. I would like to test their quality and check out their quality, but from what I saw, the cost of their products I'm not going to spend that kind of money on their products. I think their products are absolutely overly priced. And the funny thing is they actually contacted me because they wanted me to, there's some of them, they wanted me to do some video commercials and such on their products as well. And I personally am not going to promote a product that I wouldn't spend my own money on. And that's why you've never seen me do any videos or anything on Brick Stuff on my page, because to me they're just overly, insanely expensive, in my opinion anyway. Now I'm sure some people will tell me that maybe they're worth it, but I say nay. I say nay. And I'm not going to spend it to find out. Is my feeling on it anyway. So I'm already happy with the products I'm using. I will say they have some interesting products, but the price tag on them is insane. That was actually, for those of you that are longtime viewers of my channel, a lot of you know that I made a 4-way working intersection, which is what that light that I just showed you from Blinky Bricks is for doing things like that. Those are designed so I can easily make my intersections. And if you go to Brick Stuff, they have an intersection, but the problem is their intersection, to do exactly how my intersection works, and this is without any Lego parts or pieces at all, their intersection costs, if I remember correctly, now I gotta find my plates, it's $89 just for the lighting in the, just for the lights in the control board to make that happen. I was able to, if you just look at the electronics of my 4-way intersection, and it's a working 4-way intersection as everybody has seen, but just to do the lighting portion of it, I'm at roughly $25. Again, Brick Stuff, just the lighting, they want $90. Let's just round it out. They want $90 for all the parts to do that. And to me, that's insane. For $90, I could build the Mills base plate, all the traffic signals, and include the electronics. That's why I won't touch Brick Stuff's stuff. And thank you so much, Eccentric Bricks. I appreciate that. He says, looks awesome. Kyle Knapp, I don't know, he said something, then he took it away. I got to find my plates. Where? Here they are. I need 6s and 4s. What were we talking about earlier? Kyle says yes, they are okay. $89. That's why I said might as well just round it off and say 90. And again, all the electronics, the LED lights, even if okay, because now mind you, I made my own LEDs for that because at the time, Steve wasn't making his. So, now that Steve has his, let's go worst case scenario. Let's round it up. I know Steve's are $2.79 a piece, but let's round it up and say they're $3 a piece. I need a total of 3, 6, 12 at $3. So now we're at $36 for the lights. The control board is $20. So now it's $56 to make your own 4-way intersection. If you buy the control board that I talk about, and then I did share the link, it's available on Amazon. I believe, if I remember correctly, you can get the control board that I use also directly through the company for $15. But again, using all the Blinky Bricks lights, using the control board that I use to do mine, you can make, with all the electronics together, you can do it for under $50 buying it yourself, and it's still just a plug-and-play system, as opposed to going to Brick Stuff and spending $90. Oh, I'm sorry. For those of you that are interested, one of my members is building a baseball stadium. And if anybody would be interested in having their sig fig in his baseball stadium, as a matter of fact, he's in the chat right now. Feel free to talk to him. Well, you go ahead and you can talk about it. That way I don't have to, so I can try and focus on building. So I don't have anybody slapping the whip on me. And now I need yellow bricks. But yes, please feel free to talk about it. But like I said, one of my members is building a baseball stadium, and he's wanting to try and have people help him fill it with all the minifigs that he can possibly get, sig figs he can possibly get, and that's what he's referring to. So if you're interested in wanting to be part of that amazing project, please talk to him so that way you can send him your sig figs so we can fill up his actual baseball stadium, because I think that would really be cool. I need some 2x2 yellow. There they are. But like I said, feel free to talk about it, my man. More than welcome to talk about it. 1, 2, James Jackson, how are you doing? Let me see, so I can't even see the camera. Oh. I apologize for that. That's the problem. I have so many different things open because I can't even see what I actually have being filmed. So thank you for pointing that out, James Jackson. Right now, what we are working on is we are filling in the front portion now. And if I remember correctly, these next few steps, it's basically just nothing but me putting a ton of yellow bricks down on the table. And there you go, Mike is talking about it now. Like I said, he's building a baseball stadium. And I just want to point out, the baseball stadium that he's building, he did not buy the one directly on LighTake because he wanted his to be made out of official Lego pieces. But he is using the exact same baseball stadium that is available on LighTake. So if you want an idea of the baseball stadium that he is building, you can see it there. And I forget the designer's name, but it's actually a really cool looking baseball stadium. There we go. I think I'm doing that right. Thank you so much, James. And like I said, again, thank you for pointing that out. Because again, I really cannot see what you guys can see. I'm just trying to build this thing. Because I have to have my instructions open is what the problem is for me. Because I have the instructions open and then I want to be able to see what you guys are saying to me. I can't. I need like 2 more monitors to make everything better for me. There's no place like homes, absolutely. Kyle says must build faster. Buddy, I am trying to build it as quick as I can. This is a huge, huge building. And again, the biggest reason, because I could probably do this a lot quicker if I wasn't live, but the biggest reason I'm doing it live is because if I miss a part, if something goes wrong, if something gets broke, if I'm missing pieces, I just want people to be able to see it firsthand so they know what to expect and what kind of experience they will have if they build this themselves. I am up to step 214 too, by the way. And all I've basically done, that's what's funny, is before I was really doing Mills plates, I was already kind of doing Mills plates. What I mean by that is basically what I'm doing on the inside of these platforms is nothing but a Mills plate. And the reason that I've built everything the way that I built it, once again, and I still want to reference Blinky Bricks lighting system as well. The reason that it was built this way is because it leaves all these hollow channels for you to be able to run your wiring in, which is extremely, extremely important. I believe I got to do all these too high now that I got down to that point of the instructions. Wait, yeah, I know. I haven't. You know, people jaws drop when I generally say this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here's what I'm about to say, is I'm actually contemplating destroying my train station. And I don't mean completely. What it is, I want to redesign my train station And the reason that I want to redesign it is because I want to build in the Harry Potter platforms. So what I'm thinking about basically doing on my train station is basically ripping this entire portion of my building off, taking the roof, changing the roof line, keeping the front portion of the train station as it is, but changing the entire back. And currently the back portion, as you can tell from while I've been building this, and thank you so much, Kyle. Currently the back portion is actually 2 plates wide, 2 32 by 32 base plates wide. And what I'm wanting to do is take and make the back portion of my train station physically 4 32 by 32 plates wide, at least 3, because I want to build in platform 9.5 from Harry Potter, because I want to start trying to incorporate some of the Harry Potter builds and sets and such that I have into my city. And I think that should be here if I'm not mistaken. Actually, that shows it here. And that, to me, I think will be really cool. A really cool way to do it is to build the platform inside of my actual train station. Getting your neck tattooed? That's a brave thing, my man. Kyle says, oh, I bet your butt if it's going to get lit up. My train station, once I do all those changes, yes, I will be lighting it up. And why is people letting this fool talk? Fazl Muhammad. Now that I just read his comment, that was obnoxious. Anyway. Saying things like that on my live stream, that's really inappropriate. That's what I mean by it kills me when I see fools on here. But unfortunately, there's a lot of them. But yes, I do fully intend on lighting mine up, and if I was to rip it apart and redo all that, that is one of the things that I would be doing, would be to take that and light it up in the process, because I've always wanted to see what the inside of it would look like, because obviously I would want lights in all of these lights. And then the roof line that I actually have, I have it built in a manner and fashion where the lights are built into the roof, so I would want some overhead lights as well. Dude, see, that's one thing I would never do. I would never get any type of face or throat or anything, because man, if they screw up, ooh, that's something that don't go away, and it's in a spot that you cannot hide. So kudos to you, because I personally do not have the guts to do that one. I reported him for that comment as well. So we'll see if he ever is able to come back, because to me that was obnoxious. No big, because at first I thought it was a harmless question until I read into it. Then I thought, well, what the heck is this idiot doing? So at least we caught him. Like I said, I did report him also. Yes, Lego did have a theme for that. You're absolutely right. Lego Trolls. And greetings, Aiden, Maine. How you doing? And hello to Canada, my friend. Now I gotta go back to the gray. after I get a bunch of this put together, I'm going to go back over it and beat it with the hammer. I want to get a bunch together first, because when I beat it together, I like to mute it, because my table being attached to my mic, it can be kind of an obnoxious reverb that you hear. It took 2 hours. See, I can see it taking that long. Like I said, you've got more guff than me, because that is one I would not do. I've seen some really awesome artwork, though, I have to say, on people. And where I have some dark, there they are. So I have seen some pretty amazing looking artwork on people's necks and stuff. But like I said, to me, that's a place that I would be terrified to have tattooed. Mind you, I don't have any tattoos at all. I've always been of the state of mind that I'm afraid to do it, because if the person was to screw it up, I would be so upset, and then you got to basically live with it if they do. And I never liked anything, in my opinion, enough that I wanted to keep it on me permanently. But I do like to see what other people do, because I've seen some amazing artwork on people. But the amount of time you got to sit and have somebody torturing you with a needle, it's like, man. Hey, how you doing, Dave's Brick Animation? Hope you're having a good evening. And Kyle, I got your donation there. Thank you, my friend. Aaron says some people add glue. No, to me, Lego is supposed to be able to be pulled apart. So that is not something I personally would do. Don't get me wrong. The reality of it is, if you're building something as a display, really, you probably should use glue. I'm not building this as a display, and whoever wins this, I mean, they can glue it together if they want. But whoever wins this, I want them to be able to assemble it themselves. So I definitely am not gluing it, but I don't glue any of my stuff. And the biggest reason is, if I ever get bored with something, I know I can always pull it apart and reuse the pieces. And that, to me, see, like Brooke Sargent even says it, no glue at all. But the biggest reason I wouldn't use glue is I get bored with things, and when I get bored with something, I rip it apart, and then you can recycle the pieces. If you glue it, you kind of ruined it. In the aspect that you can't reuse it, I mean. I need a 2x8 brick and a 1x8 plate. Give me 1 second. Here is the 1x8 plate. Now I need the 2x8 brick. Doodle-doo. I could have swore I saw it around here. I wonder if it's in this big bag of bricks and I didn't want to pour it out is the problem. Illinois, I see your donation and thank you. I will write it down here in just a moment. Let's see, Bricklock, Illinois. In RH, thank you for your donation. That is awesome of you. And yes, glue will definitely damage. If somebody wins this and glues it together, I don't have a problem with it. It's theirs at that point. It's just I personally won't glue it. I'm going to have to pour this big bag of bricks out probably to find that one brick. I don't see anything else that could possibly be in, though. And I see you just did another one, Kyle. Thank you, my friend. And I still don't see it. And the problem is, I almost wonder if they just substituted it with 2x4s. I am doing great. How are you doing, Bricklock? And Aussie Adams, thank you. I just saw that you did a donation. Any place that's a comfortable place to build is the perfect place to build Lego. And before I got spoiled with my barn and all that, believe it or not, a coffee table is where I used to build a lot of my builds. And part of the reason I did that is I used to have a home office room. It wasn't really a home office because I didn't use it that way, but it was a room that was supposed to be a home office. But that was where I used to keep all my Lego. And then what I would do is I would come out on the coffee table in the living room while the kids and the family were watching TV. And I would build and watch whatever programs that they were doing at the same time. How much does this weigh when it's done? I don't know, and I will have to see if I have a scale that I can put it on, because that is a question that a bunch of people have asked me. It'd be a lot better progress if I could find my stupid 2x8. And that's the problem. It's the only one for the whole set. So it makes it even harder to locate because there's only one. Okay, because I'm tired of looking for it, and I don't see it at the moment. What I'm going to do, because it seems like I have more 2x4s than I should have, I'm just going to go ahead and use two 2x4s and move it forward. And if I find it at a later date, I will supplement it then. So let's do that. And did I get... Yes, I wrote your name down, Ossie Adams. Kyle says the floor works for me. I can't be down on a floor that long. JONV, it's 1 entry per donation. Doesn't matter what the donation amount is, $1, $50, it counts as 1 entry. So if you wanted to do $21 donations, let me say this, just to try and make my life easier. If you really want to do, say, 20 individual donations, and so I don't have to write it down, I can put your name and then put 20 donations or 20 entries next to it. So if you're wanting to do 20 entries, let's make it easier, even though I don't mind writing it. But if you're wanting to do a big number, just do the donation in that big number. Unless you're going to do like Kyle, he does one every so often. But the dollar value doesn't matter. It's just supposed to be whatever the donation is, I'm putting you in for a raffle. Bricklock says, most fake Lego I ever bought was 14,000 pieces. He said, and it weighed 50 pounds. That's a big set. Yes, you're good, Mike. And Sam's Lego, hi, how you doing? Anyway, like I said, I'm going to supplement that piece for now because I don't really know. I really don't know where else I need any more bricks, and I have a ton of bricks still. So I'm just going to supplement that with two 2x4s, and hopefully it turns up at a later date. But like Kyle said, the dollar amount doesn't matter. I was just, for every donation that somebody does, I'm putting you in for an entry for the raffle. I need my tiles now. Tiles. Yeah, that's exactly it. Getting on the floor is not a problem. It's getting up. You're right. And yeah, Kyle is doing about one every minute or two. Where I have a tray of tile. There is, that's it. 1, 2, 2. So that goes 1. Did I do that right? Okay, Kyle, I'll do that. Like I said, I think that'll actually make it easier for me. So we'll change it so that way I don't have to keep stopping and writing. We'll say it's $1 for everything. And I'm going to have to go back and check what everybody donated. I'm doing that wrong, ain't I? I did that. $8,973, I think, is what this is actually. Total bricks. Okay, that comes. I got that. This goes here. So I got one here. One here. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm trying to make heads or tails out of a step. Okay, now I got it. Now it makes sense. So now I need a plate, and I need, okay, now I know what I need. There we go. Now it makes sense. T-Bone 98, thank you so much. And we will put you down as a raffle entry. T-Bone 98. And by the way, I did not see you in Discord. Yeah, Kyle has done a ton of them. Actually, because I kept saying 8,700 pieces, but what it is, because they included the mills plate also, that's what drives the number up, so it's actually 8,900. But it was 8,700 before the mills plate. And here's where the instructions start getting goofy. Because now I have to start doing the single studs, because this is where the artwork comes built into the wall. So now we go down to the 1x4s. And I thought I had another empty tray. Let's do this. There we go. And that's awesome to say that, Kyle. I appreciate that. Pat O'Connor, you are awesome, man. He says, it's been a while since I've made a comment, but I am always watching. I love your videos and live streams. And thank you so much, my friend. I really, truly appreciate that. And $5, so 5 entries. Take care, Dave's Bricks Animation Shorts. I hope you have a good one, my friend. And starting from the back, we go one. Oh, that's a 1x3. The 1x3s were a different bin. Oh God, where are those? There we are. Daryl, if the wife wasn't watching the stream and seeing all these... Somebody said that earlier, and honestly, you know what? The wife wouldn't care. She would tell me to take the dollars and go to the club. Oops, that's not supposed to be dark. I need light. Light. Yeah, it's actually got a very valid point there, Ken. That's probably why Kyle wants this so bad, because any problems that there is, I'm already going to have them sorted. So he knows he's going to be getting one complete set. And now I need a 1x2. And then a 1x4. You know what, guys? Give me 1 second to mute you, because I'm going to pound on the table a little bit for a minute. Where's my mic? Didn't want you guys to hear all that feedback, because it does give some pretty nasty feedback. And yes, I meant to write down all those names, because I actually have received 4 different donations. And John V, you just said you sent one through the Streamlabs link as well. You know what? I might be able to see that real quick. Just and there's yours as well, John. Thank you so much. Do you want me to write you down as Jonathan Vast, or do you want me to write you down as John V? Because right now I'm going to write you down as John V. And thank you so much. But what I really quickly wanted to say is I actually noticed a bunch of people donated through the link. So I really quickly want to say thank you to Jonathan Vast, Gary Roberts, Stephen Eggers, and there was another one, Louis Miguel has all donated through the Streamlabs link, and I just really wanted to make sure that I acknowledged that they did it as well, because several people have done it that way. Okay, awesome. Like I said, I just want to make sure I write down the right name, so I'm going to write down Jonathan Vast, or John Vast. This would definitely be one you probably would want someone to help you with, Aaron. I'll send you a letter, absolutely. You know what? Maybe I'll sign it somewhere. Not that that'll make it worth anything, but it'd be funny anyway. Look, it's an autographed version by Daryl Bevins. To me, there are so many sets that I'm behind on, but Harry Potter, they have some amazing sets. The thing is, with Harry Potter, the best way to make them really good sets is quite simply to take and modify them. And what's that? Yeah. Man, that's messing with my eye for some reason, the way that looks. But anyway, what I was going to say, they make some amazing Harry Potter sets. And I really wish I would have bought a lot more of the older ones. I do have a lot of the original ones, but most of the time I only bought one of them. But if you have a lot of the older ones, because that was when they really did all the green roof pieces, and those pieces are worth some money. But the thing that's cool about them is, to me, I love a green roof on an old building, and those pieces make doing a roof really easy. Whereas most of the new ones, it's gray roofs, so they're not as good. I will ask before I do that, but I would be happy to sign. I think what I would actually do is sign my name on the bottom of it. And I just, you know what? Because I get a lot of people that ask about the clutching power. Let me make sure everything's out of the way. To me, the clutching power of this set is pretty freaking amazing. Because just to show you, this is not fully together. And let me make sure this is fully on camera, just so everybody can see it. Now you see how much I have built so far. And I don't even hardly have anything on these arches right here. But I can pick this whole setup. That is how good the clutching power is with these particular pieces. It's really amazing because, I mean, if I was building this out of Lego, don't get me wrong, they have good clutching power too. But I would fully expect, if I picked the building up just by those 2 little arches, without having the rest of the bricks around it, I would fully expect that to pop apart. And with these particular bricks, the clutching power is so snug that, I mean, I have total faith in holding. Whoops, and there it went. I got too cocky. But again, I would expect that to happen with any set. But to me, the fact that I can do that with this is pretty freaking impressive. And it only popped apart in the one spot. In 1 second, I'll get it back together, and then I'll have to beat it back down. But I think that's pretty impressive use and showing for the intensity of it, because I wouldn't even attempt to do that with Lego. And the fact that it popped apart in the one seam is not a big deal. Let me mute me for just a second though, so I can beat it back together. But like I said, normally, and it's nothing against Lego because I wouldn't personally feel that comfortable to do that with any set. But the fact that I can do it with this, to me, is kind of impressive. But as you can see, it will pull apart if you continually do it. But again, just to show you, it still does, and I'm not going to do it again until it pulls apart. But you can pick it up and hold it that way. But yeah, if you guys want to sign it, like I was going to say, since I picked that up a little bit to show you, what I think I would do is sign the underside of it, because I don't think you would want my signature to damage the view, so to speak. So if that's something that you guys would like, I would definitely sign the bottom of it without a problem. I wouldn't put it as on the side of the building. I wouldn't want to ruin the view of it for you guys. A sticker would be a better idea if you wanted to put it on the side of the building. But like I said, I personally would, if you want it signed, I would sign the base plate of it is what I would sign. But again, and I know it did pop apart, but like I said, even my set, if I was to pick up my official Lego set that way, I guarantee you it would fall into pieces. So to me, even though it did pop after I did it a bunch of times, I still say that's a really good show of the quality. And what step was I on? I did here, now I gotta do these. And there's actually a lot of weight here already too, so I need to point that out. Yeah, I could probably do a sticker. And then you can cut it to whatever size you want or anything. There. And now I gotta start pricking in the front. And that is starting from this side. Bear with me while I count everything out. And I still have to say, to me personally, this is the coolest thing ever, to actually have a set that I designed, made officially into a set. Even though it's not Lego, I still think it's pretty freaking awesome and impressive. Yeah, I know there's like an endless supply of Harry Potter sets. I totally agree with you. Get on there. I have to say though, I do like the newer sets better than the original ones. But like I said, as far as the roof pieces, I really wished I had more of the old ones. But I don't care what you get when it comes to the Harry Potter sets. I've never seen a bad set. And I've been trying to watch for sales on some of the newer stuff because I'm going to try and bulk up on them. At least that's kind of my intention anyway. Oh, I got to put, there we go. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, guys. I need to move that back up. I forgot about that. And now we got to put these in. Yeah, that would have been nice. You are, Aaron. I'm hoping to try and go live every day. So I'm gonna say yes. What time? I'm not 100% certain, but I do intend on trying to go live every day. My intention is to try and go live every single day until this is 100% built. Because I want to get this done because I got so many other projects I'm wanting to get to. So that I've kind of made it a personal goal to just kill myself and get this thing put together and done. So like I said, I do plan on coming live tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that's 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. We're getting close on the facade anyway. And now here's where I think I'm gonna do this next step, which, believe it or not, is a very big step. And then I'm gonna probably stop for the night. So let me get started with these next few steps. This is where I start covering the entire surface. So we use lots and lots. And this is why I always tell people that's what's great about yellows, blues, and even red, believe it or not. Yellow and orange is probably the two cheapest though, and the two most common parts that nobody wants. And that's what's good about these, is because they're great to use as filler for that exact reason. And starting with that side, yes, starting with that side, we go this way. Just start filling in the back corner. And this whole surface, when I'm done, will actually be filled with yellow. And now we do this one. And then we're going to start just going to town on it. Aaron says just unwind, relax, and get some popcorn. And you are always welcome to pop in and say hi, Aaron. And thank you so much for hanging out in the streams. Now we start going this way. Might as well just dump the whole bag out, because we got a lot to go. Whole lot to go. So we got to cover this whole floor with all these. Now I just want to point something else out to you guys as well. There is another way to do this, and it's probably even cheaper than doing it this way. Instead of putting all these 2x2s down in piles in there, if you were just to take Duplo bricks and fill that entire thing with Duplo and then run your bricks over it, it does the exact same thing. But when I started trying to make these and make the instructions for this particular build, I was trying to use common parts, and I don't believe Duplo is something that's in studio, and that's why I actually designed it with these pieces. But again, as you notice, because there's all this area that's hollow, it's quite easy to run all your lighting inside of here. So that way you can put lights inside of it and do various different things for the details. But again, if you wanted to fill this in and you don't mind if it's solid, just buy Duplo and put the Duplo in and put those pieces over top of it. A Duplo brick is actually 2 bricks tall, and it's 4 square. So if you put it under there, each Duplo brick is 2 of these bricks. And I'm trying to do this as quick as possible. So I want to see if I can get this all filled for the night. Yeah, I'm trying to move it along. Like I said, my ultimate goal, I would really like to have this finished by this weekend. And then I got to make a few more videos, and then I need to wait for the parts that were missing, because I got to wait for the correct windows, and I still got to wait for the missing 12 4x4 green plates. Because when I go to ship this out, I want to make sure it has all the parts that was supposed to come with it. 1, 2, 3, so I got to do another row. And they have a tear mark. There it is. That's the nice thing. They do have a tear mark on all their bags. That, I totally agree with you, Aaron. That, 'cause I'm not usually a very patient person. And that's something that a lot of people always used to say to me is, man, you must have really good patience to be able to deal with Lego. And it's like, really, you know, I'm not normally a patient person. But I don't know what it is about Lego. For me, it's very therapeutic, very relaxing. And something about it just soothes me. So I'm with you. It's definitely very therapeutic, very relaxing. Especially when you're just doing the random, like what I'm doing right now. I'm just doing the basic fill. So it's not like it's anything super exhausting or anything like that. It's very easy to do. It's just a lot of repetition at the moment. And again, it's just because we want to get this area filled, and then after you do all this is when you got to start doing a ton of different tile work. And a lot of this building will start to come alive once we get a lot of the tile work installed. And it says, feel free to send any extra parts. Any extra parts that came with this will be going with it wherever it goes. And Brendan Whitehead, thank you so much. One sec, and I will write your name down as another entry for the raffle. We will write that down right now. And yes, I totally agree, Kevin. And I'm gonna have to rewrite most of these names much neater. I can read them, but I guess I could just cut them that way. But I do agree with you. If I start getting frustrated, that is the best thing to do, is just walk away. I've done a Hulk smash on a live stream once because I didn't do that. It's because I was live, so I didn't want to walk away. But that is the best solution. If you start to get frustrated, just walk away. Because now you're taking the fun out of it. If it's frustrating you to that point. Well, one thing, we're beating down the parts pretty quickly. And what interlocks all this together really well is once you start tiling it. And it's a 1x8 yellow. There it is. 1x8 yellow. 2x6, and I just saw that part. Oh, I literally just had, there it is. I know I just had that piece. There we go. Oop, wrong way. Hey John, how are you, buddy? I hope things are going better for you. I know you've been having a bit of a time there lately. Yes, that is a whole lot of yellow. You are absolutely right. It's the banana boat. But like I said, again, I use yellow for filler in all of my builds, because to me it is the cheapest part to buy, and you can typically find it used really cheap. That's why I always tell people, don't be afraid to buy used Lego pieces, because I mean, when you're doing it for filler, what does it matter if it's used? Use the daylights out of it. Because nobody's going to see it if it's a little discolored or it's a little chewed up or any of that. So feel free to use as much yellow and buy as much off-brand yellow, or not off-brand, but used yellow as you can. Typically I can find 2x4 yellow used on Bricklink in the like 4 to 5 cents up to 6 cents. You can get the 2x2s usually, and thank you so much, John. That gives you, and Kyle, I just saw that as well. So Kyle's got another entry, and John has 5. Dunbar. John McKinley. And because I know you haven't been around to a lot of the streams, John, every donation that people put in goes towards being a raffle, because I'm going to raffle this off when I'm done. That gives me that piece. I need... There you are. Now I need a 2x6. 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 And a 1x1. 4, 2x6, 2x6, 6, and then 1x1. Okay, now I need my 1x1s. We are making some great progress tonight, though. At least I feel like we are. We got that in. Now we got to do a whole bunch of 1x6 tiles. And here we go with those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's where my planner goes. And thank you, Aaron. I appreciate that. And again, I am following the instructions while I'm building this. And the instructions were done by Paul Roos. So when you go to build this, believe it or not, it will be extremely easy, because Paul makes extremely easy instructions to follow. It's tiled all the way down. Let me see if I can get this entire front tiled in. And I actually need to call it a night, guys, here in a few minutes. Let's see, I did 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, this would be 4, and then a 2x2, 2, 3, 4, and now I need the 2x2 darks. So that goes there. There's a reason that I skipped this one little section right here, and that's because that's where the bicycle rack goes, and I got to get different pieces for that. we go. I've got way too many parts out, so now we got to do. This, like I said, this is where the bicycle rack goes. So now we got to do that. And then we do this. Put that there. And the other two parts I want, I don't remember where I put, but I've seen them. The soothing sound of tires. I need two brackets here is what I'm looking for. I would think they would be in here more than anywhere. But I don't see them. And the problem is there's so many freaking pieces here that it's probably right in my face. It doesn't help, I'm getting tired. You know what I'm going to do, guys? I think I'm going to stop here because it's only two little pieces. And that's the only two pieces in this whole set. Oh, wait a minute. What? Nope, I thought that was them. That's the turnstile. I will find them, though. It's just going to take me a little bit. I do need to get off here, though, guys, just like the rest of you, because I do got to work in the morning. Unfortunately, my vacation has ended. So, on that note, I want to roll that beautiful bean footage. But I want to say thank you, everyone, for hanging with me, for participating. And did I make sure? Yes, I did get John McKinley. Brandon Whitehead? Yes, I did write him down, too. Okay. But anyway, thank you so much, and I'm going to roll that beautiful bean footage like I like to do at the end of every single stream. And I'm sure this is going to be another extremely long end credits. So here we go, and I want to take a very, very special thanks for all the people that donated during the stream and all the people that are now entered into the raffle for this awesome build. And Don Vast, thank you so much. He was one of the donors that donated during the stream through Streamlabs, and now through YouTube. We have Kyle Dunbar, Brick Sergeant, Aussie Adams Bricks, Bricklock, Illinois, RH, T-Bone 98, Pat O'Connor, Brendan Whitehead, John McKinley, and we have a new member, Aussie Adams. Adams, I know you were already a member. Your membership must have restated tonight. So, but anyway, again, thank you so much, guys. Hopefully we will be able to get more accomplished tomorrow. I will be trying to do this again tomorrow, but it will only be one time tomorrow because I do have work. But anyway, as always, thank you for coming to Bevins Bricks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share below, and hopefully we'll see you guys all next time on Bevins Bricks. I hope you have a great night, guys, and God bless.